Lang can finish tending and then rest. All right, how's H. Gammon? 8 hours left to live. Very hungry, but probably gonna make it. We have 11 hours on Cilantro. Maybe we'll just make this bed medical because Card could get over there. And if Bubbles rescues Cilantro, then Card could get over there and tend them. 1 second. No. Bye, Reza. Yeah, this stinks. Zoe's gonna be okay. Do you have any food? Yeah, you do. Look at that. We're going to allow you two to eat packaged survival meals. So that way one of you have a meal for each of you. And, yeah. I might put a meditation spot in here. In case they need somewhere to rest. Card is still tending H. Gammon. Bubbles is hauling ironwood now. Why don't you go rescue Cilantro? Bubbles. Go get Cilantro, Bubbles. H. Gammon now has 11 hours. 1 hour for Mr. Snipes. 10 hours on Cilantro. Card needs to keep tending H. Gammon. And then probably they both need to eat. Mr. Snipes was rescued by Bubbles. Has 7 seconds left to live. I don't think Card is really going to be able to do anything with that. I really wish that Cilantro had been the one rescued up there. I did unforbid the door. And Dovahkiin has had a mental break because of Mr. Snipes' death. Manhunter. Oh, no. The children are right here. We're going to have to get people... We're going to have to fight Dovahkiin. Maybe feed first, clean the room, and then finish tending. You both need to eat. You're very hungry. Okay, Dovahkiin just walked into the room. Ignored the door. So, NetGem Jr., you got back up. There's a bunch of other people here with guns. Beat Chan come forward. Okay, Dovahkiin's gonna be okay, I think. Maybe. 8 hours. Boy. Can you tend Dovahkiin, NetGem Jr.? Or maybe someone else? Leah Langley? Okay. Okay. Oh, let's repair the door. Repair the door, Jim Jr. Thank you. Uh-oh. 84%. Karai's better, so you repair. Uh-oh. Okay, we're okay. They lose interest after a bit, so usually if you repair it, you'll be okay. Dovahkiin's gonna be fine. Mental break's over now. They're, you know, they lost their bonded person. They're upset about losing Mr. Snipes. I don't blame them. Cilantro was rescued at Cilantro's bed. That's actually not that far from where Card is. So, Card, you could come tend Cilantro. After... Maybe not just now, because Cilantro is bleeding out. H. Gammon needs to be finished tending as well. But I'd rather work on the person who's bleeding out. Bubbles is over here. Still have some foxes surrounding the unicorn crafting room. Lang is fine. Zoe's fine. Wow. Wow. Yeah, we need to finish tending Dovahkiin, but Dovahkiin's going to be A-okay. everyone that is like left alive right now should be fine. Even Solantre and H. Gammon, who are obviously in pretty rough shape without a good doctor. You know, they have someone tending them, so it's better than nothing. And we should be able to, if there are any infections, we should be able to get them better tended, like with medicine. The foxes are almost gone. There's like 2 left. We can unforbid this door. There's an infection. It's like I called it. Zoe. Okay. So the problem with it being Zoe is we don't have any medicine up here. So let's get Zoe and... Can you carry Zoe? Since Zoe can't walk. Grab Zoe and we will walk down to the forbidden door. Where'd she go? Yeah, go down to the forbidden door. Zoe no longer incapable of walking. Okay, so Zoe. You too. Both of you. Both need to go to the hospital, like, together. I need Lang to watch Zoe. I don't see any medicine anywhere else other than the hospital, so let's go ahead and run down there. I wonder if Leah Langley should follow them. I don't know if it's worth the risk. I know that Lang could do a pretty good job, so we could just get Lang to go over there with Zoe. Okay, Lang, just stand here and offer some cover. Okay, Zoe's slowly walking towards the hospital. Lang killed the one that was right there. Lang, start moving over with Zoe. Solantre's like actually gonna be okay. They look pretty good, tend-wise. We're gonna carry Solantre back to the hospital. Card. Lang's covering for Zoe. Zoe is working their way towards the hospital, slowly but surely. Okay, Zoe's moving. Lang, move a little bit as well. Card, go ahead and place Solantre in the hospital. And stay here, obviously. They're now safe inside the primary dining room. Keep moving towards the hospital. Lang, just stay here and protect this door. Zoe, you go ahead and go into the hospital and... Card wants to feed nutrient paste to Solantre. Let's make sure Solantre is not set to paste. I set some of the people the wrong ideology to paste to try to affect their moods a little bit. Since I can't throw them in prison. That's why card is also set to paste. I should change it. Consume pan. Just eat the soup. I'll just force the soup. Lang, where are you going? Tending to Solantre. Just go up here to tend to Solantre. There's medicine in the hospital. Yeah. There you go. Card is going to eat the soup and like running away with it. Don't leave. There's a fox out there. Zoe's coming. Card. Zoe's coming. Okay. Okay, we're in here now. Zoe's gonna lay down and we're gonna get Card to clean up and then eat, and we'll have Lang do some tending. First things first, let's make sure that Zoe gets tended. And let's use like better medicine. We're a little late on doing this tend. Okay, 104%. You love to see it. We can turn off medical for one of these beds so Card can sleep. This is rough. I mean, right now I feel like we're fine, obviously. But I'm not very happy with how it went today. People are recovering. We do need to get our folks buried, of course. And we need to do funeral. H. Gammon has life-threatening blood loss. So it is possible that they could have died from it. Same with Cilantro. Wow. Yeah. It's rough time. Rough time. We definitely should get some people maybe some tea. Just because their moods are going to be really bad. Lang, make sure you eat this as well. You can definitely use the sauna. Get some recreation, please. Holy heck. Leo Langley helping take care of these patients, you know. Washing and cleaning up bedpans. B-Chan also helping. Cilantro drinking some coffee. Trying to get some recreation. Dovahkiin's gonna be okay. The brain injury was from before. They should be okay. Smoking, since you didn't have to go out there, let's just build a couple more graves over where B-Chan's mom is. And let's get our friends buried. I don't know if I'll make Smokin' do the burying, but they're gonna get the graves ready for me. Let's clean it up, because, yeah. I think that's nicer. Dovahkiin no longer incapable of walking. Good. Karai, you're in a pretty good mood. I'm going to go ahead and get you to do it. We need to get weapons re-equipped. And I'm obviously going to have to do some shifting. Cilantro, I'm going to give you something that packs more of a punch. No, I'm not. Just take the sniper. It's fine. H. Gammon. You should probably keep your excellent heavy SMG. And drink some tea. Zoe obviously does melee. We'll probably put Karai back into melee. Maybe even Card. We'll see. Karai, go ahead and bury our friends. Oh boy. They got thrown out into the water. Yeah, we're not gonna strip them just out of respect, but I am a little bit sad about their armor. I don't know. I feel weird about stealing it in this colony. This colony feels like it has a lot more feelings, and that makes playing RimWorld hard. It's hard to, like, you know, be, like, wanting to go out there and save those visitors. I don't think I would have ever done that in any other run. Especially not when we were so safe and cozy and they were far away. But in this case, like, I felt like that's not something this colony would have done. Just, like, let them suffer. Yeah. Removing smoke pop. No, we got to do this funeral. 100% quality, it says. Hopefully that'll help with moods. Poppy's leading it. Talking about our friend Reza. Story doc. Mr. Snipes. This was a really hard day in the Rim for this colony. The orphanage was really excited to have made some new friends. You know, Reza only having just become a full-fledged adult in this colony within the last year, and it's definitely sad. But the group that remains can continue on with this orphanage and its purpose, and they will. +8 for 6 days. Can we do any of the others? No, because they weren't the right ideology? Maybe? Okay. Doesn't look like it. So just one. Luckily, it went well. Oh, boy. That really stinks. Her eye is fully healed. Zoe still has a major infection, so Zoe, go ahead and get back into bed. Let everyone just rest and recover. Hopefully the mood boost will help, because I know they're upset. And the Garenlin tree says it cannot connect for another 29 days. Honestly, I don't know if we'll do it again. Part of the reason why we had Reza working the tree was because they were kind of an extra person for farming. And I don't feel that way anymore. I don't feel like we have an extra person anymore. For obvious reasons, so. Luckily, some of the foxes are edible, so it's not all a waste. We'll get some food and leathers out of it, but this is a rough day for everyone. Everything is going a lot better, I should say. Obviously, it's still the same day for me, but for them, we've now returned to normalcy in the colony. Some folks are obviously still recovering from their injuries. Leah Langley got the plague, but they should be fine. Just make sure they rest and get tended, as per usual with our sickly colonists. It's gonna be okay. Colony's just looking a little bit smaller. Definitely a little bit concerned about defending a colony with fewer fighters. But a lot of those people that died, not Reza, but the others, Thoridog, Mr. Snipes, were fairly recent additions to the colony. And though that does make it sad, it also means that we didn't become too reliant on them as members of the community. Zoe's fully healed. Good. There's an old installation quest. Maybe at some point. Right now, it doesn't feel like the right time. Oh, we got a slaver. What the heck? Okay, Lang. Oh, they have 3 people, 2 of which join as colonists. A Itakeen, nimble, abrasive, neurotic, who can melee, animal, craft, construct, a bunch of stuff. And a pigskin, who is a night owl working on medical, social, and intellectual. Their ideology is pretty bad, though. Supremacist natural primacy. I think we would definitely want to convert them if possible. And then Min joins as a slave, and we'll have to do the emancipation ritual and see if they decide to join us. But with 2 automatic additions, that's pretty good. With 2 automatic additions to the colony, that's pretty good. I think we have to take all of them. I don't think we really should pick and choose. Because technically, they're all being held as slaves by this slaver. So even if we don't necessarily like their traits or their ideology, we kind of have to free them from the slaver. And they join as colonists because they're automatically willing to join your colony for freeing them. But they were slaves with that other faction. Lang, time to emancipate Min. It's been a minute since we've had one of these emancipation rituals. Would be pretty cool to have an Impid, a Pigskin, and an Itakeen join this colony in one go, especially after having suffered such a bad loss a few days ago. The luck of that would be really great, but even just the 2 additions that we have, you know, might not be the best fighters ever, but they're gonna help fill out our needs. All right, so Squeeze, I'm going to rename you Anna Molly, which is a name on my names list. And Woo, I'm gonna rename you Octavius Thrax, which is also next up on my names list. Welcome into the colony. I hope your fate is better than some of your predecessors. I can't guarantee that any of these colonists are going to go on the archonexus, though. My original plan was to use the children from the orphanage, which right now we don't have enough to send. Between HGAM and Smokin' and the 2 kids, it's only 4. So we might end up sending maybe some of the founding colonists with them. I don't know. We'll have to see. But we also suffered some wealth loss, obviously, in today's episode. And we'll have to recover that as well if we're going to do the archonexus. Demagogic slave emancipation. Horribly demagogic. I don't know what that means, but it was the bad noise. And Min is leaving. Awesome. You know what? Whatever. We got 2 people. We got 2 new people. Unemancipated slaves in the colony. No, Min's just leaving. I think it'll be fine. -5. Ooh. Okay, so we finished researching hydroponics. So let's just go like carpeting next, maybe. I just figured the hydroponics will help a little bit with growing this winter if we need it. And we don't necessarily, but even growing like cotton that we can make into products that can increase our wealth. We could put down some fine carpets somewhere. I don't know. We'll see. Card, go ahead, and I'm going to put you back on shooting since we have Octavius Thrax now. And I'm noticing that our apparel and stuff is kind of lacking. Animali will be joining Solantre as a night owl researcher, which is actually kind of cute. I like the idea that Solantre is no longer going to be the only night owl. And the fact that they'll be researching together seems even nicer for, having some company. Thrax, mostly going to be doing animal stuff. They might help me with some crafting, I think. Like, especially stuff I don't care if it's that high quality, like the bowler hats. Definitely stone cutting. And Thrax has a high mood and inspiration. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So Animali and Octavius Thrax did take the rooms at the top, which is good. I feel kind of crappy about today. But I know that this colony, the fact that it's still going, is something I should be happy about. It's just really hard when you can see a very obvious mistake in your own choices. We have an inspired taming for Zoe, which is really exciting. I actually do think that one of the things I should have used more of during that fight was our animals. So I'm going to use Zoe's inspiration to get us a wolf. And we're going to train up that wolf to help fight. Now, it's an inspiration, so it's like guaranteed success. But just in case, Big Papa's coming with to protect Zoe, because that's what they do. Get a wolf. I don't know what name I want to give the wolf, if any. So I might think on that. But Zoe's successful, and that's where we're going to leave it for today's episode. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I'm sorry for those of you that put names in who lost their colonists very quickly. I'm sorry for the colony, but hey, at least we're still alive, and we're still working towards that archonexus, right? I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for all the heckin' support, and thank you so much for watching.